Hello everybody, Derb Norton here, aka the Card Game Nerd. Um, Today, sorry for not uploading for a long time. Uh, I just been busy. Remember, I'm in school. Most of my subscribers actually know me. They're like most of them are a friend, and yeah. Anyways, most of you guys know if most of my subscribers know me, and thing is, I'm still in school, and I got pretty busy, and I couldn't do any of my work, and so here's a video now after a week, and sorry, that was something I was cracking. Um, so what happened was that I had to do like this end of the year project and then this essay and then a bunch of other stuff. And I won't get into specific details, but I had a lot of stuff to do. But right now, let's get on with the video. So today's video is gonna be about archetype that which existed number 2. This it's been a while since I could make this. I decided to make it I make another one because I think it's pretty fun. Um, if you guys like this, the thing is, if you guys like this series that I'm starting, like down below, and I might continue it if I get enough likes. I'm not gonna ask you much for about like 10, not that much. Um, but yeah, if you guys like this series, just like down below and subscribe if you guys haven't. But I'm not gonna ramble on any longer. But let's get on with the video. The first one is, well, this is about Jim Crow. So let me explain what archetype that I make. It's fossils. Fossils are a anime exclusive archetype. It's a fusion based archetype that the first one, it was in an anime, and the person that used it was Jim Crocodile Cook, and he's from the GX area. Heard of? I'm sorry. Here, this guy. This is Jim Crocodile Cook. If you guys watch GX, then you guys would know who he is. But if you guys don't know and you guys haven't watched the anime, here he is. He plays a fossil deck, um, which is anime exclusive. It never came out in the real version. You see, most of these are fake, but there's only 2 cards that actually came out for real, and that is Falsadina, Pacula Phalo, and there's one more. It was It was Fossil Tusker. I don't think Tusker was part of it, but this guy was, and I think this guy was. I don't remember, but up to now, I only know like this is confirmed part of the fossil deck, but I don't know about this, but I'll just say it is. So fossils are just about fusions, and thing is, it's about using you. So instead of using your resources to summon to your fusions or do whatever, you use your opponents also. So basically, you use some of yours, but then you use some of your opponents. So giving them a -2 and giving both of you get the bad side of things, but only you, the person that plays this deck, you are the only one that gets the plus side of it. You get a giant ass monster or a fusion that you can use, while your opponent has to stick with a card being banished and a bunch of other shenanigans. But anyways, let's get on with this. It's a it's a 9 card. It's a 9 card. You can use for main deck, and 7 cards for the extra. It's one more than usual than the 15, but since I have not been uploading, and thing is, this deck has a lot of fusions, I decided -1, add 2 to the extra deck. Why not? Why not, people? It's 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 my decision to make the videos, but you're the boss. You decide if you guys want to with this video. If you guys like this video. Anyways, continuing on. Let's get on with the freaking archetype review that I made. Anyways, the first one is Fossil Warrior Weathering Soldier. So, this guy right here, this not the name itself is not like the exact name from the anime, but it's close enough. But it was part of the deck. So continuing. So, anyways, it's a Earth level 4 rock effect monster with 2,000 attack and 1,300 defense. The defense with 12,000, but I decided to bump it up by 100. Why not? Anyways, this archetype is updated. Well, is upgraded to compete against this meta. But if you guys don't think it's good enough to compete against this meta, comment down below and tell me what changes do you guys think I should do to some of these cards, and then so then it could be meta defining, meta used, and then beat some of the decks that are being played. Anyways, its effect is if this card is summoned, it loses 600 attack, so it becomes a 14. But if it does, add 1 fossil card from your deck to your hand. So it's a Surger. It's not that bad. You contribute this card, declare a monster type. Declare a monster type. All monsters in your opponent's grave become that type. So basically, some of these fusions are very specific about the monster type. So you can use this, and then, well, yeah. To me, this is a 3-up because it's a Searcher, and the extra bonus of changing your opponent's monster type is not that bad. Next, we got a Fossil Servant Ancient Shell. So it's the same. So same thing as it's the same thing as Weathering Soldier. It's a level 4 Earth. It's level 4 Earth Rock, but its attack is 18 instead of 2,000. Anyways, its effect is once per turn, declare a level between 1 to 9. All monsters in your opponent's grave become that level. It's not that important. I meant to get rid of that, but I just kept it in. Why not? The reason I put that in because like some of the fusions in here that were in the anime or that I created, I was thinking making it like very specific, like what levels. But I'm like, no, it's too effing specific, so forget it. But I forgot to change this guy's effect. But thing is, you only want to concentrate on the second effect. If this card is used as material for a fusion summon, banish 1 card in your opponent's grave, then deal 50? 50? No, okay, sorry. This over here, if you guys see this, okay, hold up. If you guys see this right here, 50 points, it's 500 points. Sorry, people. I did typo and I got very tired. Anyways, it's 500 points of damage to them for each banished card from both players' banished zone. So, let's say that you have 5 and your opponent has 5. When you use this as a fusion tier, your thing becomes 6 and their thing becomes 6, but its effect will give it an extra, so they'll have 7 and you have 6, and then both together will be 13. And then when it does, you'll deal 500 damage for each banished card in the banished zone. So since that's 13 times 500, that's a crap load of damage. From right there. It says 50 points, but it's 500. Sorry for the typo, people. It's just that it's there. It's 500 points. It's not 50 points. It's 500. It was just a typo. Okay, it's a typo. Okay, you want me to type it down? Typo. Typo. Sorry to emphasize that, but just in case you guys don't hear me, because I have an accent. If you guys can't understand that, I have an accent, just in case. So, it was a typo. It was 500 points of damage to the opponent for each banished card. So, yeah, there's that. Sorry for that typo. Ah! I keep saying sorry too much. Anyways, next is Fossil Machine Grand Tank. So, if this card is summoned, equip one monster from your opponent's grave to this card. So, you basically grab one of your opponent's monsters from their grave and equip it to him. So, let's say you grab your opponent's Blue Eyes. Then read the second effect. This card gains attack equal to the monsters equipped to this card. So, let's say you equip a Quasar, okay, to him. It gains that 4,000. So, it becomes a normal summon, gain 4,100 attack. That's a crap load of damage. That's stupid. Anyways, you contribute this card for a fusion summon to fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using this as one of the materials. Banish the monster equipped to this card when it leaves the field. When it leaves the field. So basically, remember when he so you tribute him, and then the monster that's equipped to him is banished, and then you can use his effect to fusion summon. When you fusion summon, you have to for this deck, I forget to add it in, but for this guy, the fusion summon, the fusion monsters you must banish. You use him, but you must use one of your opponents also from your opponent's grave also. So that means you have to banish. You don't have to banish, but like just target one of your opponent's monsters, and then it's already in the grave, but it stays there. It doesn't get banished. It just stays there, and then you just tribute him to get a free fusion. Done. It's nothing special, but the monster equipped to him is banished. So yeah. So basically, he's a one-turn fusion. But let me show you. Okay, so let's say so Fossil Knight Skullbone, okay? So let me show you. So he requires one rock type monster and one water type monster in your opponent's grave, right? So you tribute him to summon him, right? So you don't banish the monsters from your opponent's grave. You just target the monsters from your opponent's grave to summon him. So you just target one warrior type monster. You just target one warrior type. Okay? You just target one warrior type, and then you tribute him, and then you just summon him. It's nothing special. Just to make it clear, because sometimes it's kind of confusing, because I type really bad. I'm bad at English, and you have to do my work. Next is Fossil Diana Flint Carnage. It's a level 3 Earth Rock type monster with 800 attack and 1300 defense. When this card is summoned, shuffle all banished cards to their respective owner's deck. So, basically, let's say you have a bunch of banished and your opponent has less. You just shuffle all of them into the deck, and then it has a Necro Phase effect when you do that. This card then gains attack equal to how many cars? Sorry. Another typo. I hate this. I hate typing sometimes. But it's a typo. It says supposed to say cards, not cars. To how many cards shuffled times 200. So, let's say you have five, and then your opponent has 5 also. Or let's say you have 2 and your opponent has 2. You summon this. You shuffle 4 into the respective player's deck. This card gains 800 attack. So, yeah. Sorry I say cars. You shuffle colors. No, you shuffle cards. Sorry, people. It's a typo. It's supposed to say cards right here. If you guys don't notice, it's right there. It says cars, not cards. It's cards. The C-A-R-D-S, not C-A-R-S. It's C-A-R-D-S. It's cards. Anyways, you contribute this card, declare a monster type. All monsters in your grave, hand, field, and deck are treated as that declared type. So, it's DNA surgery. Times a billion times better. I don't know why that in there. I literally have no effing idea why I added that in there. Never mind, I actually remember. So this, with him in it, you can basically put in any engine, and then you can use Rhoda, and then you can search out some of your cards. Yeah. but you don't have to use this effect. In retrospect, this effect of changing your opponent, in changing your monster's the monster type from your whole from your side of the field, it's pretty bad because your fusions require rock, and this one just changes it permanently. So I don't really recommend that one. I recommend the first effect. I don't know what I was thinking. I am so ridiculous. Anyways, next is the final monster, Fossildyna Velocicharge. It's a level 3 Earth Rock type monster with 221 attack and 2600 defensive. And FYI, it's a level 3. That's pretty much. That's a lot of defense. Anyways, but it has a backdrop to it. This card can't attack unless it's flipped face up. So when your opponent attack it while it's face down, it counts as flipping it face up. So now next turn it can attack. Anyways, when this card is flipped face up, you can fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing the fusion materials in both players' grave. Yeah. If this card is used for a fusion summon, the fusion monster gains this effect. Draw cards equal to how many fusion materials used for this fusion summon. So, let's say let's say you use one of these fusions right here, right? One of these fusions, one of them says one rock type and one or more monsters from your opponent's grave. Okay? Let's say you freaking banished five of their monsters and him. You're drawing 6 cards. That is over freaking powered. But it's only for this deck. Ha! No one's using it. Wait. Crap. Yeah, it just says if this card is using for a fusion summon. But doesn't matter. It's still good. It has a giant attack, and its effect is really good when it's flip face up, and its second effect is even better. Oh man, why did I create him? This is one of the archetypes I kind of wish existed. See, this is how it is like. This is how it, to me, imagination feels like. Anyways, get out with the spells. No traps. It's just monsters and spells, period. Fossil Mystery Skull. I keep adding Fossil because you can search them out. Discard one Fossil card from your hand to the grave to draw 2 cards. So it's Pantheism. You can banish this card from your grave to add 1 Fossil spell and trap to your hand. So when I mean that, I mean add any Fossil spell trap from deck, graveyard, or banish zone to the hand. It has no restrictions. It didn't say just deck or graveyard. It just says any. That's pretty good, right? Keep that in mind. Anyways, but you can only use them. We can only use one of those effects per turn. So if you use the draw 2, you can't use the other one. So that's how I balance it out. It's pretty balanced, eh? Next we got Fossil Fusion. This is the main card. Thing is, I'm using the anime effect, not the actual effect. Anyways. Remove and play 1 fusion. It's a normal spell. Remove and play fusion material monsters that are listed on a fossil fusion monster card from your. Remove and play fusion material monsters that are listed on a fossil fusion monster card from your graveyard and your opponent's graveyard. So basically, to translate that for you to people that don't even understand, basically, fusion summon one fossil fusion monster from your extra deck, and then it requires these and banish cards, banish the materials that it needs to fusion summon it from your graveyard and your opponent's, and then summon it. Okay. I don't know why it says fusion. I just got the anime version. I just said it. Anyways, this special summon is treated as a fusion summon. Ta-da! That's Fossil Fusion. Pretty simple. Basically, it's fusion using monsters from your graveyard and your opponents and then summoning into a different one. Next, we got Time Stream. This card is treated as a fossil card. Return 1 Fossil Fusion monster from the field to the extra deck. Then special summon a Fossil Fusion monster from your extra deck whose levels are higher than this card. Then the card higher than the card returned. This summon is treated as a fusion summon. So I'll show you some of these fusions, okay? So let me show you. These three, each one is level higher than the other. So you use Time Stream instead of using Fossil Fusion to summon it. Instead of using him, you just use this, return like Skullbone, and then summon Paladin, or if necessary, or if you want for fun, you can summon Skull King, Ancient Convoy, Skullgar, or Skullgeos. So any fusion monster that you can use to summon by just returning a fusion monster, by returning one fossil fusion monster, and it just evolves. Nothing special. So it's just that. It's just that. Da-da. So it's nothing that good. The anime effect was that you had to pay half your life points. I mean, that's bullshit. To just summon one fusion monster by just shuffling one fusion monster from field to the deck, that's pretty bad. I don't want to pay half my life points just summon a random freaking fusion. I'd rather just keep it simple. Just do this. Anyways, this summon is treated as a fusion summon. That same card. Final card is Fossil Museum. So it's a continuous spell card, and its effect is all fossil monsters gain 300 attack each banished card. You know how it works. You can send this card to the graveyard, shuffle fusion material from the banished zone into the respective player's deck to summon a fusion fossil monster from the extra deck using those fusion materials. So it's fossil fusion. Only instead of using the graveyard to banish them, you use your banished and then shuffle it into the deck. It's parallel world fusion. If you guys don't know where it is, it's basically a hero card that helps you. So let's say two of your hero monsters are in the banished zone and you want to get them back, but you don't have a way to get them back, and you kind of want to get a big monster out immediately. And you want to get them back. Parallel world fusion. Fusion summon. It's fusion summon a hero monster from your extra deck onto the field by shuffling two materials, and then shuffling the two materials it needs to shuffle it into the deck. And then, so basically, you get a recycle, and you get a big monster right on the bat. Fossil Museum is the same exact thing. There you go. I'm gonna say this and just made the deck. Anyways, that's all for the freaking main deck. Here's on for the extra deck. So we got the warrior, the fossil warrior. So, fossil knights. Fossil knight Skullbone. It's a level 4 Earth fusion rock type monster. It requires one rock type monster and one warrior monsters in your opponent's grave. Your opponent can only attack with one monster per turn. During each standby phase, half your opponent monster's attack and defense. So your opponent can only attack with one monster per turn. So let's say your opponent has 5 monsters. He can only choose one of them to attack, and then he has to end his battle phase. And then during the standby phase, each standby phase, your opponent's monsters attack and defense are halved. It doesn't say till the end of the turn. It's permanent. And it keeps on going. It keeps on stacking. Let's say 3,000, half it. 15, half it again. It goes down to 750, half it again. It goes down so low. It reaches almost 0, and then you can attack over it. And that's overpowered. It's pretty good. Fossil Skull Knight. Skullbone. Next, Fossil Knight Skull Paladin. It's a level 6 rock fusion type monster. It requires one rock type monster and one or more warrior and or spellcaster type monsters from your opponent's grave. So it's like you can use a warrior or a spellcaster, or you can use both, and you can use as many of them as you want. If this card is fusion summon, destroy cards up to as many fusion materials used for the fusion summon for this fusion summon. All rock type monsters gain 900 attack on your side of the field. So, I forgot, it's a 1900 and 26. So that is pretty good. Just the first effect is overpowered. The extra 900 attack is so effing good. The first effect is like Tiger. Destroy as many cards on the field equal to the number of fusion materials used to summon him. So let's say, you know the thing. You get rid of 2, and you get rid of 1. You banish 2 of their monsters, you banish 1 of your monsters, and then they get a -5. Because you destroyed 3 monsters! That's so good! Oh my god! Sorry, I'm overreacting. Everybody around me is acting I'm crazy because I'm posting this video. Sorry, I'm just clicking my pen. So, Fossil Knight, Skull Paladin. It's a very thing. Anyway, I'll say it later. Anyways, Fossil Knight, Skull King. This is like one of the trump cards of the deck besides some of the others. It's a Earth level 8 Rock Fusion type monsters. It requires 1 Rock type monster and 1 or more Warrior, Spellcaster, and or Psychic type monster in your opponent's grave. So, not only can you use Warrior, Spellcaster, you can also use Psychics. Good against Cosmos. Because, Farm Girl, Tin Can, Sword Troopers, if you can figure out how to get rid of them into the grave and then banish them, or something like that. Or let's say Psy-Frames. That's stupid. Anyway, this card gains 5 to attack for each fusion materials for this card's fusion summon. So you know the idea. So let's say you use 3 and then you use 1 of your fusions, it gains 2,000 attacks, and then it's in 4,900. That's pretty big. And the thing is, you can use 1 or more, so it's unlimited. Anyways, once per turn, target any number of banished monsters, special summon them. Any number of banished monsters. So from your opponents to yours, and then special summon them. So it's returned from a different dimension. That's stupid. It's pretty good. I got that, and return from different dimension is banned, and it shouldn't be. So this is just a answer to This is an answer to return from different dimensions thing. Anyways, their effect is, but they cannot. Anyways, can do anything. But the monster special summon cannot attack. Then this card can attack up to as many. Can attack up to as many monsters special summoned by this effect. So let's say you get out. So you just bring out your monster. So at max you bring out 4. This card can attack 4 times, and with the attack bonus, that's nearly game. I made this thing too OP. Oh my god. What am I doing? Oh. Anyways, next is Fossil Car Ancient Buggy. Anyways, it's a level 4 Earth Rock Fusion type monster. It requires 1 Rock type monster and 1 Machine type monster in your opponent's grave. So good with the against like the Despots and some other machine decks like Cosmos. When this card special summon, search for 1 fossil monster from your grave. That monster is then returned to your hand at the end of the turn. So it's a recycle, and the monster summoned that can attack, and you can do whatever with it. So you can use it again, and then at the end of the turn you just return it to the hand. So let's say you get back a this guy, okay? You can use it, and it's when it's summoned. So when you use it, summon this, equip that, and then when it leaves the field, so it turns the hand, it leaves the field, and then the monster equipped to it is banished, and then you summon it again. That's pretty good. A pretty good combo. Ancient Bug is pretty good. Next, the other fossil car, Ancient Convoy. It's a level 8 Earth. And it requires. Well, actually, I didn't tell you guys the attack, but you guys can just pause the video. Well, pause the times when I show you the monsters to show you the attack and the defense. But I don't think it's that very important. I concentrate on the effect. Anyways, it requires 1 Rock type monster and 1 or more Machine type and or Rock type monsters in your opponent's graveyard. So good against Traumids, because Traumids are gonna be very good. When this card's fusion summon, add 1 fossil card from your deck, banish zone, and grave to your hand. So you basically you get a +3. You get +3. No question about it. You get a +3 from this one card. And your opponent gets a bunch of, like, minuses from this deck. Just banishing cards from their graveyard. Next, we got Fossil Dragon Skullgar. So we got the Knights. We got the Cars. Now, we got the dragons. They're still rocks. I don't know why they didn't call them dinosaurs. I don't know. I just call them dragons. Anyways, a level 6 Earth Rock fusion monster. It requires one rock monster and one or more monsters in your opponent's grave. So, it's very generic. When this card is summoned, send top cards from your opponent's deck to the graveyard equal to the number of fusion materials monsters for this card. Anyways, remember, it says one or more. Think about that. That's pretty good. Next, we got the final guy, the final boss. We got Fossil Dragon, Skull, Gaios. It's a level 8 Earth monster, and its attack is 29 and 26. Okay? Keep that in mind. Anyways, it's the same thing. So, same thing as the other one. It requires one rock type and one or more monsters in your opponent's grave. This card's an attack numbers each battle phase, up to a number of fusion materials. Raise your summon. Once per turn, destroy up to 3 monsters on the field. Just destroy 3 monsters. And all you need is just 2 materials to summon the goddamn thing. And it's generic. And it can attack as many times, so it can attack at least twice. And the boost from Skull. Wait up. Yeah, and the boost from Skull Pattern. And don't forget the boost from Fossil Museum. Freaking, it can gain. So it can gain 600 attack because of this. Because there technically you might have less than 2. And if you have this out, you technically there's gonna be like 4. So it gains 1200, and then it gains another 900. That's game. I made this deck too good. What am I doing? I made this deck so good. I want to print this out. It's so freaking good. I give up. I give up. I give up. I just give up. I give up. I have to give up. I have to give up. I give up. Ah, my God. I give up. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. This is a konami, print this. I kind of want to make. I kind of want to build this. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh my God. Anyways, so that is it for the video. Tell me what you guys think about this. Tell me what you guys think about this deck and, well, this archetype that I created. Well, technically didn't create, but kind of reimagined, kind of rethunk and upgraded to this meta. So tell me what you guys think about this archetype. You guys think it's nice? You guys think it's crappy as F? I don't know. I want to hear your opinions. Wait up. I'm trying to make this smaller. So tell me. What do you guys think? Actually. Ah, shit. I'm trying to minimize this. But, seriously though. What do you guys think of this archetype? You guys think it's crappy as F and it'll never catch on? Or do you guys think it is like tier freaking 0 and it will always be awesome? What do you guys think? Just tell me. Don't be shy. Tell me. What do you guys think about this archetype? You guys think it's gonna be, if this gets printed, it's gonna be really good, or is it gonna be like the most crappiest archetype ever? Just tell me. I'm not afraid of what you guys. Just comment down below. Tell me about this. What do you guys think is the most flawed thing in this archetype? Tell me. What do you guys think is the most flawed thing in this archetype? Sorry, I'm trying to sort this out, but I'm just trying to show you guys, just showcase all of this. But just seriously, tell me what do you guys think is flawed about this archetype, and tell me why. Tell me how is it flawed, and it's your opinion. I have no right. I don't have the right to criticize. you have the right. You guys have the right to criticize me. You guys are my boss technically because I'm making these videos for you. Even though I'm making these videos for fun, I'm still making it for you guys. So it'd be really nice to get your feedback and then see if I'm doing my job right. See if I'm doing whatever I'm doing it right. If not, then just let me know. I can take the criticism. Don't worry. I can take it. I can take the criticism. It's nothing that I can't take. Okay? So just comment down below, what do you guys think about this archetype? Do you guys think it's like crappy? Do you guys think like it's like the worst archetype ever? Or do you guys think that it's gonna be awesome when it comes out, or when it gets, if this thing gets printed? What do you guys think? Just let me know, tell me, and well, like, comment, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and don't forget, share this with your friends and ask them, you guys think this deck's too overpowered? Thank you for watching, and this is Derp Norton, aka the Card Game Nerd, signing out.